In this video, we're going to talk about the map widget. We're going to talk about mapping data, playing data, and selecting data. It's all relatively straightforward. The only exception between this video and my normal videos is I am going to do it through a WebEx session. So it might be a slight bit laggier. I don't think so. I've played around with it and was happy with it, but let's give it a go. Anyway, the first thing I'm going to do is log into a case and pull in our data, and let's wait till we see that the data is all in. Okay, the widgets are ready. All right, great. Then I'm going to open up my map widget. And we can already see that it has proactively plotted data on it. It plots what's ever in the grid. So if you had, let's say, 200 records you wanted to plot on a graph, you'd have to make sure your grid size is 200. When you log in initially, there is no data in the map, you can click here and it will filter to the data, data that can be mapped. So it's just that simple. That's what that's doing. That's applying that filter. You can interact with the map widget, much like you can interact with other widgets. You can zoom in or zoom out. You can shift and select, and it will zoom into that area. If you control and select, it will filter to that data. Control, excuse me, I accidentally pressed shift, so we're going to zoom way in here. Control and select, and that's that, and so on and so forth. And we can, of course, kill the local filter as always and zoom back out. The maps being served here right now are served via the internet. If you have an offline system, you can install a local map server on your network or on your computer or whatever. The map tiles we're using come from OpenStreets, and you can go read about them if you're interested. They're really cool. They're freeware, so everyone can use them. But if you want to download their full map arsenal, it's something like 50 gigs, so it's quite large. Now you can get just a world map, something of this resolution, or even more like something like this resolution for a few hundred meg or something like that. But if you want to get all the way down to the street view at every city around the world, that's the 50 gig. If you pick a specific city, you can just download that as well. And you can ask your TAM for help for that, or call support, and we can help you out. Anyway, so that's how we map. That's how we select data. That's how we move around. You just shift click and you move around. Now let me take you through playing it. Oh, by the way, you can print it out. Let me show you how it plays. So you can click to do this. I'm gonna put together. I want to just have the viewer instead. It's more interesting. So we go ahead and click play, and it will advance the pictures and play them as it plots them on the map. And you can see it changes the color to yellow if it's already viewed the document. That's a very disturbing picture. And it changes it to red to show you which document it is viewing. Some dots end up behind other dots, so you can't kind of see when it's red, but it moves around the map depending on where you are. So it's always focusing on the then current picture. Now I just paused it. You can start to play it again if you want. You can fast forward if you want, and all that kind of good stuff. So let's go ahead and pause it again. So we got a good sense. See, green dots, not yet visited. Red dot I'm currently on. Yellow dots, already seen. Now, if we close this and open the grid, you can see as we're moving around, we're focusing on the then current picture. So I'm going to go ahead and play it again. Now, I can't really do this with the viewer up because it really can't keep pace. But if I want to zoom through stuff, I can click fast forward and you're going to see it's going to fly. It's very hard for the viewer to keep pace with this. You could have the thumbnail picture up, that would keep pace. Um, but anyway, and then it gets to the end and it's done. So that's it. That's the map widget. I think it's sort of neat and fun to play with, and gets a good sense showing you how people are moving around whenever they're doing anything that gets recorded in their data. Usually pictures via a cell phone; those always have geolocation. If you're using Google Maps, if you've enabled your phone in a certain respect, you can be gathering a lot of geolocation information, which then can be utilized to track movements. Anyway, hopefully that was helpful. Thank you very much.